Get out of here. What's up guys, I'm Frosted Sandwich, and welcome back to Deadlock. I thought I'd do a voiceover on this one because there's a couple of things I'd like to say about it, I guess. But yeah, this Grey Talon was really aggressive here, and it's kind of hard to deal with Grey Talons when they're super aggressive just because they have so much range and poke in their kit. I elected to go left here because he went right, and I noticed that he was starting to come over to me instead of shooting the creeps, so kind of tells me that he's going to be pretty aggressive and look to fight over farm, and I basically take that to my advantage here, and so I just start playing passively.
Oh my god. This fucking melee shit is really irking the fuck out of me.
My teammate
so
here
far away from me, bro.
is not having a good time
this
in right
melee
lane.
shit has got me tweaking. Oh.
Also playing against a ranged character, never fun.
I'm so tired of it. I've got like a whole the fucking height of my character between us, and you're telling me I take a fucking melee hit. You're joking, game.
The melee can be, the hitbox is a little wonky sometimes. I do feel like I should have dodged it sometimes. Forward,
but that doesn't mean he also gets a 5 feet fucking horizontal reach. Like what?
Yeah, exactly. The melee in this game can hit you sometimes. I noticed that if I try and dodge away from them while they're doing the charge up, I'll still get hit by it. But if I dodge, I guess horizontally to them, or like create a T-bone, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but you want to dodge to the side instead of away from them when they're meleeing, and I have a lot more success dodging the hit when I do that. Just a tip, because it does seem like lag kind of plays into it a little bit, so I'm sure depending on your latency you might have better success with it or not. But yeah, so this Grey Talon really likes being aggressive, so as you can see, I've just given him the space. I'm letting him walk up, and I'm just prioritizing the orbs. I have no interest in fighting this Grey Talon early game, and if you're a Haze player, you really like yeah, if they're bad, you can try and get aggressive and get daggers on them and punch them, but this guy's landing his shots, so I have no reason to go aggressive on this guy. I'm just gonna let him keep using his abilities on me instead of wave, and out farm him. That is my whole strategy here. Is I want to make sure that he can't just immediately take my guardian. Words are hard. Learn from me. I want to make sure that he can't immediately take my guardian. So the whole game plan here in my mind is out farm him and keep guardian up until 10 minutes, and then at 10 minutes I don't really give a shit because I'm gonna start rotating and farming jungle. And that's pretty much how it plays out.
Of course, I get hung up on the fucking
this
shot.
Grey Talon
you,
player
game.
gets
This is so fucking stupid.
as salty as my friend near the end of the game and starts talking shit in the comments. But we don't really care about that. We just kept playing, and we got a pretty easy win near the end of the game because we out farmed him. And that's honestly what you should be doing against characters like this. I believe Vindicta can do something similar once she gets ult. The reason Grey Talon's so impressive is he doesn't even need his ult to do it. He just needs to use an ability, and he can start poking you. He decided to try and come left here, as you like.
I just got punched
he's losing
again.
farm. Every time he's doing this, he's losing farm. So, and that's what you just need to keep telling yourself in your head when you're fighting against somebody who's gonna play this aggressively on you. Is they're gonna lose
one of
in the
them
long
levers,
run.
Wyatt. I'm like.
He doesn't
I'm on
leave.
the
He's
edge.
lying.
Hey, if I die again, somebody swap lanes with me, please.
If you could tell who the salty one in this relationship is with my friend over here, he is a 7 main for life. If you ever see him not on 7, it's because he got unlucky that game, because I promise you, 7 is purple and his other 2 characters are white. Not that it makes that much of a difference. I'm sure the white and gold only matter with each other. I really doubt that's gonna. I don't know. Maybe test it out. It could matter if you put them both white instead of gold. I elect for purple and gold usually, and Haze is normally purple for me, and then I have McGinnis and Vindicta.
You can't
gold.
ADS his right, can you? Fucking Vindicta.
Yeah, you can.
You go into scope.
No, you can. You can. And to scope in as Vindicta, you use the ult, which I honestly like. I hope they leave it that way. I don't know if I'd like her being able to scope as an ADS just to shoot. That might be pretty broken, or it might just be completely useless. Just depends on how they do it. But yeah, I'm still like he's halfway, and I'm still just going nah dog. You can have it. You can have lane.
Bro, where are these cat hairs in my mouth coming from? I'm gonna lose.
And
my
as you can
mind.
see, I'm already an item up on
Oh my
him. I
God.
have a 500 soul advantage. So I'm definitely gonna get ult first. Not that I'm gonna use it, and you'll see. Like you might think, okay, once I get ult, I can start aggressing. No, I don't need to. I don't need anything. And honestly, like I don't know how I feel about the kills. If you get a lot of kills, you can absolutely snowball. But like getting a couple of kills early game is honestly not that significant. And even if I died a couple of times here, it wouldn't have been a huge deal. I easily could have out-farmed him still, I think, if I just stuck to this strategy. And if you die quickly, like my friend in right lane, not doing so great against the Vindicta, died pretty quickly to that Vindicta. I'm not sure what happened over there. It sounded like some melee shenanigans, which, you know, it's always frustrating when you get that person who's just gonna do nothing but try and melee you.
I'm not getting punched now. I'm just getting sniped.
Yeah. So it's a rough time, but I try and practice your parry. I cannot stress that enough, and you're probably gonna get punished for it a lot when you first start, but you have to learn how to parry, especially against good players. If you don't learn how to parry, they're gonna abuse the heavy melee, because it does a lot of damage, especially early game. If you just start rolling up on somebody and heavy meleeing them and they can't parry early game, you could very easily just outright kill them. And it can be very, very tilting, as you have heard from my friend. Alright, we went back here, and the cool part is I have boost, so it really doesn't punish me much. And we also have healing right. I haven't really talked about that pickup yet, but I did get healing right immediately because I realized that this guy's basically just going to dump all his abilities into me, as he has just done again. Look at that. I basically came back full health, and he nuked me down to 91. But I have healing right. So, you know, he's... I could see why he gets tilted at me for doing this. But, I mean, yeah, if they're going to be this aggressive, and you don't really have... Like, I just don't have poke to deal with him. Like, yeah, if I get a cheeky dagger on him, it can be really advantageous, and I could easily win a fight against him, but I have to close the gap on him, and I just don't want to close the gap on him, because he's got, yeah, Great Talon's just a scary person early game, because not only does he have that long range nuke, but he's got, basically he can go up in the air and shoot you in the head with a shotgun. So it's just don't, honestly, like if they're good, don't trade with them. Give them lane, out farm them. If this guy had prioritized creeps over dealing this much damage to me, I think he easily would have taken Guardian here. But he didn't. He was more concerned with getting kills, which was, I mean, becomes pretty clear late game. And so I'm backing again. And you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm so far ahead that I can waste the time and come back, and I'll still have a slight advantage. It won't be as much. He is closing here because he's forced me out of lane, but I'm still so far ahead of him by now because he's been focused on shooting at me. And here we go again. I did sleep him there a little bit, but I'm not gonna aggress. I don't need to. And I see Guardians drop now, but I've basically done my job. It's almost 10 minutes, so jungle's gonna come up soon, and there's zero chance he's gonna come here and take my walker. So yeah, let's skip to late game, because honestly it's just a jungle fest from there. But pretty much about at the 10-minute point, you want to just start rotating for jungle. You don't want to stick around. So I would have given him Guardian there if he hadn't taken it. But this Lash quickly becomes the biggest issue on the enemy team. So as you can see at the
she's definitely gonna be pissed.
the beginning of this game, the beginning of the engage, I am prioritizing this Lash. That's basically what the game devolved into, is me looking for Lash to show up on the map and trying to take him out. I failed there. Got to pick on Vindicta. Not a big deal. She wasn't super impactful in this game, unfortunately. For her, I'm pretty sure we just get it. Yeah, we just melt her. She's just not doing a whole lot. But that Lash is coming in. So the big issues on the enemy team, to my mind right now, are the Lash, McGinnis, and Warden. And so that's why we're gonna look for picks for them, and we're trying to just back them off here. I'm sticking with my team, which might be something that you don't see Hazes do very commonly. But in team fights, Haze can be a menace if you just stick inside your team. Don't poke out. Force them to have to come into your teammates, and you will decimate them if they do it. And you're their priority if you're a good Haze. They want to kill you, so you're gonna make it really hard for them to do anything to you. All right, we're gonna skip to another team fight. I'm getting the Vindicta out of the air there so I can come in and ult. And this was actually a pretty good ult. Honestly, I don't really care about those 2 kills. It's this kill right here that was really impactful.
Get out of here.
Yep. Look at that orb. Yeah, that Lash was really good. He easily could have won that game for them. Here we're looking for more picks. My main priority here is McGinnis. I just want him to back off so I can focus and kill her. Look at that. Look at that health bar. Count how many health bars she has. I dare you. Pause it right now. Tell me in the comments. How many health bars does this McGinnis have? It's nuts. That's why I don't know if you noticed my build, but I did pick up toxic bullets because they have 4 characters at the very least. I'm pretty sure that Vindicta had a lot of lifesteal on her too. But McGinnis, Abrams, Lash, and Warden get toxic bullets. It was a huge swing in our fights once I picked it up here. They just started melting. They couldn't really fight us after that. Also, another pickup, Vampiric Burst, huge lifesteal swing on Haze. I back off a little bit, break line of sight here because I realize I'm just taking a lot of damage and not dealing a lot back. So I'm just gonna back up here and heal. And the whole thought is, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come back in, full health, and they're still gonna be out fighting in their base, and that's exactly what happened to that Lash there. I caught him out fighting. He didn't quite have full health, and he went down. And that was the biggest. If you look at their farm, Lash is by far their biggest threat. So if he falls, the rest of the team falls pretty quickly afterwards. Here, I'm just looking to break line of sight and heal up a little bit. That's why I popped Vampiric Burst to clear that camp so I could heal off of it for another fight. And that Warden tries to come in, but he was smart enough to know that even if he has ult, me ulting him in the face there is not a good idea for him to stay there. We take out the Ivy. Wait, no, Jesus. The Ivy takes out their guy. I'll learn how to narrate better, I promise. And here we're just looking to push into the base. Not super concerned about Vindicta, but you know, if she gives me line of sight on her, I'll take it. McGinnis is a threat, so we definitely want to kill her. She just has so much health, so much utility. Kill the McGinnis if you can. But yeah, I think this is basically game. There's not a whole lot they could do here. I do make a pretty big mistake here by popping my ult after the bell. If you hear the Lash bell, don't pop your ult as Haze, because you're guaranteed you're gonna get CC'd and pulled out of it. But minor mistake there. We still won the game, and yeah, that is how you should play passively against a lane bully like a Grey Talon. Pretty sure Yamato can have a similar effect in lane. And thank you guys very much for watching.
I tilted them so much, bro.
Yeah, and if you can't win, you can at least talk shit.
They're commending me.